Ronald's Lack of Investment into Reality. Written and produced by Barrel Coops. This is a narrated, video, audio flipbook.
The Chronicles of Ronald, Master of Excuses. Ronald liked to think of himself as a creative inventor, not of machines or gadgets, though he once duct-taped 2 desk fans to a chair and called it a hovercraft. That incident earned him a lifelong ban from the garage and a near heart attack for his dad. No, Ronald's true genius lay in the art of excuses. Not ordinary ones either. Ronald was a connoisseur of absurdity, a virtuoso of avoidance, a boy with the imagination of 10 sugar-fueled wizards crammed into a single 12-year-old body. On a mild Saturday morning, the sun was trying its best to sneak through his half-open blinds, and birds outside chirped far too enthusiastically for Ronald's liking. He buried his head under his pillow and wished for silence. Then came the dreaded kitchen symphony. The clink of spoons, the blender whirring, cupboard doors slamming like cymbals in a marching band. There was only one conductor of such chaos. "Ronald!" His mother's voice. Cheerful, deadly. He groaned, pulling the blanket over his head like a knight raising his shield. "Why does she always call me just when I'm in the middle of something extremely important?" he mumbled to the Velociraptor poster peeling from the wall. A knock, a pause, then the inevitable creak. "Are you pretending to be in a coma again?" his mum asked, arms crossed, eyebrow raised, the international sign of doom. "I was working on a dream prototype," Ronald mumbled. "It takes very delicate brain work. You ruined it." "Good. Now get your lazy backside out of bed. And bring your homework," Mrs. Delaney emailed. Again. He sat up, yawning like a tragic actor in the final scene, ruffling his already chaotic hair. "Ah, yes, homework. Funny story about that. Save it. Bring it. Now." As she walked off, Ronald sighed and tiptoed to his backpack. He unzipped it just enough to reveal a crumpled worksheet and a melted chocolate wrapper glued to it like a shameful monument. He called downstairs. "So, I was writing it, but my pencil suddenly started writing in ancient Greek. I think it's haunted. You don't want that energy in the house, do you? Do you want to see what a haunted sandal looks like flying at your head?" Not the time for elaboration. By breakfast, he stumbled down in mismatched socks, one blue, one dark red, with cartoon avocados smoking joints. His hair resembled a haystack mid-divorce. "Ronnie, can you at least pretend you live among humans?" His sister Jasmine smirked, sipping her smoothie with the smug serenity of a yoga instructor. "I'm conducting a science experiment on follicle freedom," he replied with a dignified squint. His mum slid a plate of eggs toward him. "Eat, then clean your room. It smells like something died in there." Ronald forked a mouthful of eggs, sighed theatrically. "If I clean it, I'll destroy a delicate sock monster habitat under the bed. They're building a community, Mum." Jasmine nearly snorted smoothie out her nose. "Is that your science project?" "I'm thinking Nobel Prize." An hour later, Ronald sat in the hallway, staring at the overflowing rubbish bag by the door. He was supposed to take it out. A simple task for any other child. But Ronald? "I read somewhere," he said as his mother passed with a laundry basket, "that rubbish bags are semi-conscious. If you throw them out too early, they feel abandoned." She froze, eyed him as though trying to confirm he was of this planet. "I gave birth to you," she said. "I know you can lift a bin bag. Out! Now!" "But, Ronald," he groaned like he was dragging a body to Mordor. By lunchtime, he dodged brushing his teeth, claiming the toothbrush had eloped with the toothpaste. They were always flirting, probably caught the Eurostar to Paris. "Your breath could kill an onion," Jasmine muttered as she passed. When asked to comb his hair, "Oh no, that's for my new project, The Psychology of Chaos." His mother's stare almost ignited the curtains. Afternoon rolled in with new assignments. "Ronnie, lay the table, please." He barely looked up from his phone. "Can't, the fork and spoon aren't speaking after the mashed potato incident. I can't be in that tension again." From the living room, Dad chuckled. "That's a new one." Ronald beamed. "Encouragement." Then Dad added, "Feed the dog, now." "He's doing intermittent fasting, trying to cut down for summer. After you feed him, bring in the new sack of food from the car." "But Dad, my horoscope warned against manual labour. Capricorn with Libra rising. I have to respect the stars." When asked about piano practice for his cousin's birthday, "The piano said it needs a break. It feels unheard as an instrument." Those weren't sighs, Jasmine said. That was it, begging for mercy. Asked to wash his lunchbox? I think something's evolving in there. I could be destroying the next stage of human civilization. Every excuse, every fib, every wildly twisted tale was recorded because Jasmine, sneaky genius that she was, had started filming him. She compiled the footage into a video montage, The Chronicles of Ronald, Excuses that Defied Logic. Dad printed a booklet of Ronald's top 50 excuses and taped it to the fridge. Mum, she hit breaking point. One evening she called a family meeting. That alone was terrifying. But when Ronald walked into the living room and saw a PowerPoint presentation titled A Study in Avoidance, The Ronald Effect, his soul briefly left his body. Slide 1, Mum began. A photo of his room. Ecological sock monsters? They're very camera shy, Ronald offered. Slide 2, Jasmine said. A video of Ronald holding his toothbrush like a time bomb. Paris, huh? I stand by that one, he said solemnly. The room fell quiet. Then Mum sat beside him. Not angry, just tired. Ronald, she said gently, you are the most imaginative, ridiculous, brilliant child I've ever met. But you have to start actually doing things. We need you. And you're capable. I see it. Every time you create one of these stories, just use that genius for real life too, okay? He stared at his hands, picking at a thread on his sleeve. It's not that I don't want to help, he said quietly. It's just boring. But if I make it weird, at least it feels like mine. His mum smiled. You want life to feel like a story? He nodded. Then let's make it a good one, where the hero still does the dishes and takes out the rubbish. That night, Ronald brushed his teeth, no eloping accessories. He fed the dog, offering a respectful eulogy to the fast. And as he finally picked up his homework, he whispered, All right, haunted pencil, let's do this right. In the corner of the room, he could almost swear he heard the sock monsters cheer.
This was Ronald's lack of investment in reality. Written and produced by Barrel Coops. I hope you enjoyed my short story of Ronald and his grip on reality. Thank you for listening. From me, Barrel Coops. Please don't forget to subscribe so you will know when we add more short stories. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you.